Good evening. I want to talk to you about St. Gregory Thaumaturgus. He was born in Pontus, Asia, which is modern day Turkey, in 213, and he died in 270 in Turkey. He was born to a wealthy, distinguished pagan family. He trained in law, but when he went to study law, he passed through Caesarea and encountered Origen um, and his catechetical school. And Gregory and his brother decided to stay. They became Christian and studied theology and philosophy for 7 years under Origen. He became bishop of Caesarea, and he oversaw the council that chose St. Alexander the charcoal burner. Apparently, people make charcoal. That was a thing. So a charcoal burner is someone who burns wood to get it into charcoal. Had to look that up. Wasn't sure what that meant. Saint Macrina the Elder heard Gregory preach many times in her youth, and she passed that wisdom on to her grandsons, who just happened to be Saint Basil the Great and Saint Gregory of Nyssa. That's pretty awesome. So this dude, Gregory Thaumaturgus, his teaching went into the minds of Saint Basil and Saint Basil and Saint Gregory of Nyssa. I'm going to read you two more of his. He was a wonder worker. When returning from the desert, the wilderness, Gregory had to take shelter from a sudden and violent storm. The only structure nearby was a pagan temple. Gregory made the sign of the cross to purify the place, then spent the night there in prayer, waiting out the storm. The next morning, the pagan priest arrived to receive his morning oracles. The demons who had been masquerading as pagan gods advised him that they no longer could stay in the purified temple or near the holy man. The priest threatened to summon the anti-Christian authorities to arrest Gregory. The bishop wrote out a note reading, "Gregory to Satan, enter." With this permission slip in hand, the pagan priest was able to summon his demons again. I've read this before. The bishop wrote out a note, "Gregory to Satan, enter." That's pretty funny. You got to admit that's funny. The same pagan priest, realizing his gods unquestionably obeyed Gregory's single god, found the bishop and asked how it was done. Gregory taught the priest the truth of Christianity. Lacking faith, the priest asked for a sign of God's power. Gregory ordered a large rock to move from one place to another. It did. The priest immediately abandoned his old life and eventually became a deacon under Bishop Gregory. This ordering about of boulders led to Gregory's patronage against earthquakes. So maybe that was the deacon later that we heard about in the other story, when an informer sent, troops to go capture, Gregory in the wilderness, and nothing. When the soldiers went, all they saw were two trees. And when the informer came back, he saw that it was Gregory and a deacon praying. His patronages are against earthquakes, against floods, and desperate, forgotten, and impossible causes. I would read you this, but it's much too long. Maybe I'm going to read it anyway. But not now. So let's ask St. Gregory of Thaumaturgus to pray for us. St. Basil. St. Basil. Let's ask St. Basil the Great and St. Gregory of Nyssa to pray for us. Let's ask all the saints to pray for us. Pray for the souls in purgatory. And I pray that you have a nice night's rest. Wow, my nose looks weird there.